Hello, all you coin aficionados out there, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Today we have a 1996 P coin. It's a Kennedy half dollar, and as you can see across the top it says Liberty. Down here it says In God We Trust, 1996 at the bottom, and a P there. And the P is a little bit of a chopped P. You can see that it's not a D. It almost looks like it would be a D, but it's got that little P tail coming down. This is kind of a nice looking coin. If I can get the stand to just sit still for a minute. Has a nice kind of sheen to it and some nice color and beautiful detail in the hair on this. This has not been circulated much, if at all. If we look right down here, we can see the designer's initials here. And that's Gilroy Roberts, the G and R intertwined down here right along the neck. They call it a truncated neck. In other words, they don't have the whole neck here, and they're GR right on the end of my pen. Now, these coins are famous in some ways for some of the magic coins that dealers sold and magicians used. So there's a 1996 P, and I believe there's also a 1996 D that's double-headed. In other words, when you turn it over, it'll have Kennedy on the other side. And that in it also, there's a couple things. I think both sides are heads up. So rather than in most Kennedy half dollars, what you have to do is you have to flip them end over end to get it right up on the other side. On the 1996 double-headed one, it flips and it's upside down on the other side. You have to flip it this way to get it right side up. So that's one of the cues. The other cue is that if you look at the side of those 1996 double-headed coins, you can often see like a bulge coming out here where it kind of bulges out. And on this one, we do not have that bulge. And what they say is that they were laser cut. So they took two of them, laser cut them, and stuck them back together somehow so you can't see the seam very well, or if at all. And you see them come up on internet blogs and little coin shows and stuff like that. So if you see a 1996 P or D that's double-headed, it's worth something kind of as fun value, but it's not a real coin. It's not an error coin, and so don't let anybody talk you into thinking that it is an error coin, because it certainly is not. The coins also weigh differently. So instead of weighing 11.34 grams, most of them have kind of a hollow center. What some of the coin dealers say is you can just drop them on a hard counter and you can hear the difference. So take one of these coins, one of the real ones, and drop it on a hard counter, and then take one of the 1996 double heads and drop it, and you'll see that it's somewhat hollowed out inside, or it'll sound like it is. All right, so this is a copper nickel clad copper, and you can see all that copper in there when you chip it up. It has a reeded edge. It is 11.34 grams and 30.61 millimeters in diameter. And we get over to the back, we see the kind of the famous Frank Gasparo eagle with shield in the Ring of Stars, backed standard to these coins. So it says United States of America at the top, half dollar at the bottom. We have 50 stars going around, and then we have 13 here. Well, if you look at this, there's really only 9 here. So what happened, Frank? Well, here's what Frank did in kind of a funny way. He dropped the other ones down here. So there's 9 here, and there's 4 here. That's how you get your 13 original colonies or original stars. And if you look, so see how they're kind of back here. This coin is in beautiful condition. You can see the snake in the eagle's beak. You can see the E pluribus unum and the scroll work going around. You can actually see these kind of half-moon structures that he put up here. The arrows are just beautifully defined over here, and with the feathers. You can see Frank's initials, Frank Gasparo, FG here, and the olive branch here. And again, this one has a beautiful shield on it also. It's just in, I don't know what you'd say. I would say it's probably an extra fine condition, very fine condition to extra fine condition, probably extra fine. Now this coin is not worth a whole lot, but it's worth over $1. Just because collectors love these coins. They're kind of outsized coins. They're not used a lot in common circulation. And when you look at these coins, some of them are worth much more. Some of these you can get $3 or $4. There's a 1996p that some people are willing to pay $5 to $6 for in uncirculated condition. And if you look on Numista, you'll see that they made the 1996p. They made 24.4 million of the P's, 24.7 million of the D's, and 2 million of the S's, which is the proof coin. So there's a lot of them out there, but people like these coins just because you don't see them much, and so a lot of people keep them as good luck coins or just keep them in their collection. So here we are, back over to the front. Don't buy the double-headed ones for $10 or $12 or whatever you might see them for and think that they're real coins. Essentially, when they cut them up like that, they're not really valid for circulation anymore, so it's really not worth the 50 cents. But if you like to fool people and trick people, or you have magic tricks you want to do, the double-headed ones are fine. All right, that's all we have today from the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Have a great day, and we'd love to have you subscribe to our channel if you're interested in world and international coin videos, as well as some U.S. coin videos, which we do once in a while.